What's up, guys? Welcome to A Reseller's Life. My name is Chris. Thank you so much for joining me. In this episode, I'm going to give you guys some improvements to my store that helped me get to $30,000 a month in sales. Let's get straight into it. If you guys are new to my channel, I make a full-time living selling stuff online. And this month, I'm going to share improvements every single day. So if you enjoy that type of stuff, please like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into it. So number one, have a really clear goal for where you want to take your store. In this store, I want $3,000 a day revenue, $1,000 a day profit. You can see I'm a little over halfway there now. The last month was a little bit rocky because we are going through some changes in the country. But you can tell that as it's growing overall, if you look at it month by month, for me, each month has gotten better, even with some challenges in the economy. So the way that I am improving it is by looking at this chart. This is the performance tab in eBay. If you come here, it's going to give you an idea of your overall traffic, your page views, how many items actually sell. The way that I read this is, of the 12 million views I received last month, 55,000 people clicked and 898 things sold. That's 0.4% of the 12 million is 55,000 views. And it gives me an idea of, okay, how do I get more people to click on my item? Because 12 million, I didn't have 12 million sales. Out of 12 million impressions, I only had 900 sales. So it's a good place to start. How many people are actually clicking on your item? Can you improve that with photos or description or title? Here's your conversion rate, which is how many people who click actually buy something. So for me, when I do a campaign or make a change, I like to look at the traffic and see if it makes a difference. So here you can see earlier in the month, I was averaging maybe 20 sales a day, made a few changes, and now I'm at maybe 40 sales a day. So again, this comes from really looking at your specific items. So when you scroll to the bottom of the page, it will show you the conversion rate and click-through rate for each item. So I'm going down here every single day and figuring out what items people are not clicking on, and I'm fixing those listings. And if the conversion rate is too high, for me, I want about 2%. That means my item is too cheap. So depending on how fast you want your sell-through rate, you can price your items accordingly. I am more of the wait and have a higher ASP type of person, but I also have items that sell fast. Cheap items I want to sell fast so I can do volume. More expensive items I'm willing to wait a little bit longer to get more money out of it and more profit. Again, there's no one size fits all. So you want to basically take your time, go through each one of these listings and figure out which ones are selling slower than they should be, or which ones are selling too fast, and then adjust and keep buying the ones that sell better, keep discarding the ones that suck. Okay, now we're going to go into the next tip, which is improving 5% of your listings every single day, at least 5 times a week. What that does is you're basically adjusting a quarter of your store every single week. And I'm not in the fan base of just randomly adjust them. I want you to actually improve your listings. So the way that I do that is I scroll to the bottom of the page and I select view 200 items per page. And then I use the bulk editor, which is right here. So I scroll to the top, click on the bulk editor. And with the bulk editor, I can edit 200 at the same time. And I go through and I change the titles and I change the pricing. I make adjustments so that the items will sell faster. I don't want items taking up storage and charging me every single month for insertion fees. I want it to move fast. And it doesn't matter whether you have an eBay store or not. That doesn't actually affect your traffic, so don't get too hung up on that. Just come in here and make adjustments every single day in your store. If you do 5% a day, 5 times a week, that's going to basically have you adjust your whole store for the better every single month. Next is email templates. So for me, I use email templates to close eBay returns. When somebody doesn't return an item, they have 7 days to send the item back to you. After the 7th day, I use this email address, which is merchantsupport_NA@ebay.com. You may want to pause the video if you're driving, maybe pull over for a second and actually record this email because it's really important. I never call eBay because it's a waste of time. So I just send an email, merchantsupport_NA@ebay.com, with the title of I put the ID, return ID or customer or item ID in the title and also in the body to help them process it faster. And normally when we're in normal situations, this email, people respond back in just a couple of hours. It's very fast. So for me, I would rather do that than wait on the phone. I can be doing something more productive. Plus, this template's already written out for me. The way that you set it up is you come down here to these three dots, more options, templates, you save your template. So for example, I also have a free mentorship for reselling. So people that want to join, if you email me at chris@dailyrefinement.com, I'll send you this automated email that has the Zoom information in it so you can join each morning. Also, it gives you the instructions on how to do it. This is a lot of information and I don't want to type it every single time, so I have saved a template to make that easier for me. Next is, I've been getting a lot of questions on how to build up your feedback. The short answer is sell cheap stuff, or you can actually ask your customers to leave you feedback. So I made this card on Canva. It's a free website that helps you make thank you cards. I use the giraffe, but the nice thing about this template that I made is that you can do whatever you want. If you want an elephant, or if you want something that's made for a different type of audience, you can customize it. I have this for sale in my eBay store. You can click on it and purchase it for $6. Go into Canva and then customize it. Add your own QR code. I use eBay Partner Network. So if you are actually if you're watching this on TV, you can scan this code with your phone. You turn on the camera, and this will open up a link to my eBay store to a really good deal in it. And it's also part of the eBay Partner Network, which means that I get a commission if you buy something. So some people will link to their store, but I change this QR code often to whatever the best deal is on eBay so that I can get people to convert. An example would be a lady in my mastermind call this morning. She clicked on that, and then she bought a MacBook Air for her business later in the day, and I got 1 to 6% of the final value fees for that commission. So that's as close to passive free money as you can get. I recommend you put in here, we have 30-day returns, and try to encourage them to leave a feedback. But again, feedback is not that important. You want to have, in my opinion, over 100 feedback so people trust you. And it's very difficult to maintain a perfect rating. I'm doing the best I can, but then I have 2 neutral feedbacks. One says the shoelace was super thin and ripped. This is unusual. I have free returns, and this is a brand new pair of shoes. So this is unfortunate. And this one was a drop shipper that said that I cannot say much about it. It's super annoying that this can't be removed because 1, eBay doesn't really like drop shippers, and 2, it has nothing to do with the item. And then the negative feedback, the person had said something pretty negative. So eBay removed the comment, but not the feedback. So I think if I ask a few more times, that'll actually get removed. But do your best to get the best ratings that you can. But again, it's not going to harm you having a negative or a neutral. Just move on. Do the best you can. Customers understand that it's very difficult to maintain 100%. I do have 3 more feedback revisions. You get 5 feedback revisions for every 1,000 feedback you receive. And it's, I don't know if I want to use them for these 3. And, right now there's no customer support, so I can't talk to anybody. So I might wait for customer service to pop up in the beginning of June and see if I can get these removed by calling. But again, just move on. Canva is a great way to build up marketing materials. And then here I also have my guide, which is free. These are 35 questions I think every entrepreneur, especially resellers, should ask themselves. So I just finished interviewing 35 people, and those interviews will start going back onto my channel next week. But a lot of the same trends kept coming up, so I just formatted those into this free guide for you guys. So if you want to lock yourself in a room and do this for a couple of hours, it's really going to help you build some awareness, and I think that's key. So for me, I'm really clear on my goal for this store. It makes it easier for me to function. If you're not clear on where you want to be, this will help you. It will take a couple of hours and ask you, how much money do you want to make? What's great about where you live? What kind of advantages do you have? This guide is free, should help you get to the next level. And it's also something that I recommend you share with somebody, especially your significant other, because if you guys are not on the same page, it makes reselling a lot more difficult. And then finally, in the subscriptions, I use Unroll.me. I have unsubscribed to 1,167 newsletters that I've been signed up for. Here or there are different products that I have tried. And you need to make sure to guard your time the best that you can, because people are always trying to take your time. I call them time vampires. So I'm getting as close as I can to inbox zero. I only have 17 unread email, which is like a record for me. So getting rid of subscriptions and needless newsletters has really helped me out a lot. So I appreciate you guys' time. If you want to support the channel, you can buy my reseller field guide, just $35 with code YouTube, and that's going to be how I run my business. But if you want to join my mastermind group in the morning, we meet 7 days a week, and it's a Zoom call. So you come on. It's a stand-up meeting. Let us know what you're working on, what you're refining, what your obstacles are, and the group will help you. And I'm on there every day except for Saturday. So the purpose of the call is to help you flush out your goals and really accomplish whatever you're trying to make of your side hustle. I just ask that you have video and audio. Otherwise, I'm going to mute you because it's sort of disrespectful to the other people in the group. Also, right now in the group, we're working on a standard operating procedure. So try the group for a month and see if you like it or not. A whole year of it is $110. This is like the cheapest help in the reselling community, bar none. And I'm in a position where I can let you guys try it and get your value before you even pay for it. So if you're in the call for 30 days and you can't get $110 of value out of it, that sucks, because it's pretty straightforward. You listen to other people's ideas and then you integrate them into your own business. I bet I get more than that every single day out of the call. So I appreciate you guys' time. Again, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, make progress daily. Take care, guys.